hello! Just playing games with you, babe.
Hell yeah! You know, very nice, wholesome, family-friendly games that YouTube very much appreciates. That's it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Pay no attention to what's going on screen because our Lord and Savior, the editor, he's coming in clutch here and he's doing a masterwork on this video.
Nux, what the fuck?
What it appears to be is a woman enjoying a Subway sandwich.
I mean, I can't see it past the editor censoring, so I'm gonna leave it to the imagination.
True, it could be anything.
So today, we're having a lovely, well, I was gonna say we were just, I'm playing a hentai game with a hentai girl and explaining the absolute brilliant and deep philosophies of the different themes that are in this piece of art. But knowing the fan base, they're gonna take it out of context and be like, "Oh my god, playing a hentai game is like it's Nux is dating and all that." Oh,
Why would they think that? This is educational.
absolutely. Our dates are elsewhere. So this lovely excursion was sponsored by newtaku.net, where they were like, "Hey, bro, we're a good wingman. We'll support your excursion/date, and here, you could play a hentai game, Crystal Maidens," which is not at all similar to Iron Maidens. I made that mistake before. Don't look up the medieval torture devices. This is way more fun. Link in the description to the tweet, which will link newtaku.net, because I can't do it directly because, YouTube sucks almost as much as the women on this imagery.
Oh!
So, let's study some philosophy.
I didn't go to school, so this would be some good education.
Absolutely. We're only doing this for the educational purposes. It's not at all for, any other reason that you may think. So, you awaken suddenly on a beach. Your mind flashes with memories of battle of being cast into the sea and other typical fantasy stuff. You see, the hentai game knows its audience so well, it breaks the fourth wall in the first opening sentence.
Honestly, I was confused because I thought, oh, I see. The game is not taking itself too seriously. I liked that, but also the detail is quite distracting.
I didn't even notice that there were subtitles. All right, anyway.
Yeah, there's words on there.
All around, you can hear the how is this even possible to be edited? Like, how can you censor this?
That's what I'm wondering.
Link to the editor will be in the description also, because he's a mad lad for going through it all. Anyway, all around you could hear the hush of the surf and feel the sand coarse and rough beneath you. Oh, and there's a beautiful maiden sucking your junk. Nani? I love how the absolute mad lad that just got washed up on this beach, his first focus was on making the Star Wars prequel meme.
A lot is going on. A lot. He's traumatized. He's got to figure out his, the order of importance.
And he's come to the conclusion that memes are superior to sex, and I completely agree.
It's okay, Nux. We can be virgins together.
Hell yes. What?
What?
Anyway, moving on. You politely tell her that she's gotten the whole mouth-to-mouth thing a little mixed up. She smiles in a surprisingly flirtatious way for having a in her mouth. There's a dark glow in her eye, and before you can say, "Blow me down," why would you say that? You blast a ridiculous amount of stuff all over her. This is gonna be very edited.
Words. You blast just a ridiculous amount of rainbows all over your sofa.
Man, that sofa was covered in rainbows. You immediately fall unconscious, which is not unusual in this circumstance. Oh man, washed up on a beach, getting a maiden, doing her thing. Bruh, this is like typical Tuesday afternoon.
Tell me about it, dog. She could at least bring him like a soda pop and a cigarette. My god.
When you're next awake, your head is still somewhere between a migraine and a schmorgasm. But
Ooh.
your thoughts begin to clear when you see another maiden is kneeling beside you.
Dude, what am I doing wrong? I take the time to be polite to women and they don't put out like this. Maybe I just have to pass out and wash up on the side of a beach. And that's how I'll get a little
That's the
funky.
trick. I would imagine if, the gender roles were switched right here, it would be a very different story. Nuka. I am Nuka. I saw your ship sinking and I came to help you. But as fate would have it, I think you may have come to help me.
Oh.
See? Okay,
Take
very-
my hand, baby. My hand's so jacked. Oh my god.
Well, it's still better than this, Skeletor. Turns out, Nuka is a talker. She lays out this story about a dark wizard who controls the minds of the army of maidens. Man, so maybe this is more of an R-word type.
It's war, man. It's war, and you gotta do what you gotta do to protect the island.
She tells you there are shards of his dark tower scattered throughout the land, which must be destroyed before he can be defeated. Do you realize that so far, the actual plot and storyline of, like, Crystal Maidens is straight up better than 90% of isekai anime?
Right? Oh my god. Like, I'm thinking, where does she want me to shove those crystals, man?
I mean, that's not what I was thinking, but I'm glad one of us was. Nuka just immediately sees someone washed up on a beach and is like, all right, so, are you gonna destroy the Demon Lord? That's the first thing that comes to her mind.
Well, clearly you know how to swim. Please to save me. Take this amulet. Use it to summon maidens to fight alongside you. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope, brah.
Oh my god, another Star Wars reference!
Got that? Dark Wizard, army of maidens, summon maidens to fight, destroy shards.
And so, your quest begins. Wow, this is crazy. I'm hyped.
I'm invested.
Oh yeah, the storyline, the character development, the fact that her skirt only faces behind her, like... Welcome to your island. Hell yeah.
Oh, we'll need help if you want to. We'll need help if you if you want to defeat the Dark Lord, man. Someone strong, righteous, hot.
I wonder why he needs to be hot.
You gotta be at least a 5 to be on this island, otherwise they toss you back into the sea. My lord, I will fight to my dying breath to defeat the monster. Send me to battle. I'll show you what a real warrior can do. Bum-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh shit! Go, 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 go!
You got this, maiden. Bro, this is amazing.
Wow, you fought well. You grew as a person.
Absolutely. Other things grew.
Offering crystals to maidens is a surefire way to get them to like you. Women need jewelry.
Man, look at this game. It's taking cheap shots.
Exactly. Hand them, some gems or some, I don't know, some coin, and they'll really like you. No, that's messed up.
Yeah, it's like, can you imagine in a different setting? It's like, here, give this bracelet to a woman and she'll frick you.
Is that not how it works? Is that why people keep sending me bracelets?
No, I think that's just because they're simps.
Oh, flirt. You gotta flirt with her. You gotta flirt.
Oh, alright. Oh, man. She lost her clothing and her backwards skirt.
That's what happens when you give people green crystals.
Common side effects of green crystals include losing backward skirts and accidentally getting naked immediately.
Now that I just equipped your weapon. Wait, what? How about we equip something I can fight with?
Alright, so basically she took off her armor to say, give me armor. I just click equip and her clothes came back on. This is the biggest letdown of my life.
No, these are new clothes. They're they got magic points to them, and therefore you can battle better. Duh.
Now that I gave her my wand, that sounded weird. All right, anyway, so she feels stronger now, apparently. Damn it, purples. Nah, fam, I'm gonna kill them. Watch this. I don't even need a move. I won! Victory! Big flex, didn't even need a move. Look at her run. Oh, she's thick.
Runs better than I do.
Drag the skill, kill one opponent in one shot. You know what? I will do that. Oh my god, look at that fundamental alchemist circle here.
That's so good. Fundamental.
Exactly that.
Oh gods, the enemy is stronger than the others. We should strategize.
Well, you've come to the right place.
The people and creatures of this world are imbued with elements that affect each other.
I'm all about imbuing people with elements.
That's armor. That's much better.
Exactly. She protects her vitals. I mean, aside from her heart, and her stomach and her thighs. But like, if she falls down, she won't scrape her knee.
No, not at all. And those boots are pretty good. Well, the scarf.
Her knees are impervious to attack.
And now it's like time for you to rid this world of the Dark Wizard once and for all.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. No alternative reasons that involve me getting washed up on a beach and getting, junk suck action happening.
The beach is clear, my lord. The best kind of beach. What does that mean?
I don't know. The best kind of beach.
We have several kinds of beaches. Over here is the best one. You smile and embrace the warriors. Selena returns the gestures, squeezing you with her arms and thighs. Nuka presses against you, pure softness and warmth. What?
Squeezing your thighs. Like, full on jump on you?
Yeah, she's...
Yeah.
She's just being friendly. It's an island. You don't know their culture yet. And you can feel her nipples pressing through the folds of her skin. Shirt. No. Oh, sorry.
But the funniest thing is, like, she's wearing, like, this suit of armor, and you can somehow feel through, Did you not see a plot hole?
Your plans for a sexy victory celebration are cut short by an eerie shriek. Like, it's not a total mood killer, but it's probably important to the plot.
All right, so that right there is brilliant. The three of you look around to find its source. Nuka looks under her foot for some reason. Bruh, I think Nuka's a dumbass.
No.
I don't want to judge.
I think that came from the forest, my lord.
Here comes Nuka, 16,000 IQ Nuka.
Dude, she's playing 12-dimensional chess or something. Careful, my lord.
Her IQ is dumb high. Her IQ is 189.
Her IQ is dummy thick. Oh, my lord, will you help?
You see, after Nuka went around humping all the trees and it didn't somehow, revive the forest, we're her last hope.
She's a mage. You would think that, a little humping would help. Bump, 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 bump. Killing people. You don't even know if those people are the baddies. Maybe they're the baddies.
All right, so I think it's time to buff my maidens. Start with Nuka, because being that, she already has a pretty thick skull, as well as other thick attributes of, that we won't be talking about right here. Deciding that you would just relax today, you make your way towards the local tavern. On your way, you pass the prison where Helen can normally be found watching over the various criminals that have been captured. Bro, Helen sounds like the biggest Chad of all time. It's like on her off day, she just goes to prisons to watch the prisoners.
She's gotta save the day, man. She's Wonder Woman. She's on the front line.
Stands at attention, her short orange hair ruffling slightly in the breeze.
Good afternoon, my liege. Oh my god. Let's see, she's not protecting, she's antagonizing.
You ask if she needs a break. They would be more than happy to stand guard for a little while if she needed something. This man, he knows she's gonna turn her down, so he offers, knowing she'll turn her down, so that she could be like, bruh, he was so nice to offer. He gets epic bro points, and he doesn't actually need to do anything. This is like the 16th dimensional chess game that I expect when I play hentai games.
I'm surprised. Like, I'm fixated on Helen, because apparently I got a redhead fetish now. I didn't even know. No, thank you. It would be irresponsible of me to delegate my task to someone of a higher rank, sir. You are important. It's an honor to be able to serve, my liege, and I would never do anything that could jeopardize this. But...
Oh my god, I love that word. The woman's legs begin to shake ever so slightly.
Ooh.
So those... it's all the early warning signs. If a woman's into you, her legs just start shaking.
Oh my. Would you come back later this evening? I have night watch tonight, and I was hoping to speak with you about something. I understand, my liege. I'll be waiting. Oh, but don't let anybody know about it, okay? She's gonna murder you.
It was nearly midnight before you go out of your strategy meeting, but you have not forgotten about Helen's request. In fact, her request is what kept you sane throughout the session. When you arrive at the prison, you notice that nobody is standing watch in front. You suppose something must have happened inside and walk in to check it out. However, inside was something you did not expect.
My liege,
She's completely naked with those knee braces.
She needs them for stability. My God, she always has to wear them, even in the shower.
You find the warrior to be quite in a precarious situation for whatever reason. She's on her knees. Her hands are tied together with some rather strong-looking rope, and her arms are between her legs.
Since you took the time to stop and talk to me, well, I could ask you to help me with something, but I couldn't hold myself anymore. And
You're reminded that slacking off on the job is a punishable offense.
who are you?
While watching prisoners, off with your head.
Who the frick are you, man? Come on.
And that this would certainly qualify as slacking off.
My liege, you're right. Oh, I deserve to be wait, what?
It's like, can you imagine there's this girl there. She's naked, and she wants, she wants to satisfy her urges and stuff. And you're like, well, slacking off is not exactly, how dare you, disgusting, deplorable act of you, young woman.
My liege, are you going to punish me?
A wicked smile crosses your face. Yes, you have every intention of punishing her, but you are going to make her wait for it.
You jerk.
What a douche. Do you realize that this woman's like, dude, I like you. And the dude's like, I like you too. But I'm going to lock you in a cell for 24 hours, kid. And I'll be back tomorrow.
It feels like Cosma, not gonna lie.
The gacha games are for the intellectual masterminds of our generations. The future politicians and cult leaders, as we know, all grew up with gacha games. Yo, Core! My editor, friend, and compadre! What is happening?
Not much. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm calling you for a very, very important reason. Humanity and peace is in the balance. Here's the thing. I was playing a game with Projekt Melody. We were playing an educational game. It was called Crystal Maidens. World building's great. Amazing scenery. Armor's dope. Cool gameplay. And my personal favorite part, I mean, it's a hentai game.
Oh, yeah. That's certainly interesting, I suppose.
Yes. I'd say that the cleavage adds a lot for the plot and world building. But you're probably wondering why I'm calling you today if I was just having a nice time playing a hentai game with Projekt Melody.
Yeah. You're like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah, the answer is simple. First of all, you are having the honor of editing the video. Yes! Yay!
Oh, joy.
Yes! Nothing is more fun than editing hentai videos. And I know you love it, so this is gonna be great. And I felt like I should bring you in on the joy. Play some hentai games with the bros.
Only real friends.
Only real friends bond over high quality hentai games that I would play as a standalone RPG. Really, as you could see just from the early gameplay, it's all about the strategy with this game.
No, I can tell.
What do you suggest I do with these skills that are active right here?
I would suggest that you maybe use them.
All right, yeah.
That's generally considered a pretty good idea.
Oh my god, you could just drop it here and it does the animation!
I actually like the setting a lot. It's got good background.
The scenery's good. Yeah,
oh, you won! Wow.
I mean, it was a tough fight.
No. Clearly, it requires a very high intellect to, play a hentai game.
Core, being that you're, the one that's going to be editing this video, I think that you should really get an appreciation for it, and you should be the voice actor for Nuka.
Do I attempt to do a girlish voice, or?
Yes.
All right. Oh no. I'm just thinking of doing it, and I cringe.
This poor man. He's like, 1 minute, hey Nux, would you like to hire me to edit your videos? The next thing he knows, he's voicing hentai girls.
What have I become?
It's one of the perks of the job.
Can you feel it? The tingling?
You feel tingling, all right, in your pants.
No.
I didn't know this was happening. You voice all the girls.
Our efforts were not in vain. We just had to stick to our cause.
I would click to just continue right now, but I have to admire the detail in her armor. It's actually pretty sick.
It's very intricate.
Yeah, I like how they're not defending her heart at all. Putting armor over one's heart is kind of a weak mindset.
You're admitting that you think that you can't defend yourself.
Right.
But I fear the path ahead holds many dangers that will seek to stump us. Her voice immediately changed. I can't even remember what I was doing 30 seconds ago. My lord, we can't leave this forest under Kate's power. We simply can't.
You swear that Cade will fall by your hand. She can barely contain her joy. She squeezes her whole body against you, pressing her breasts to your abdomen. Holy crap, you're tall. And you feel the warmth of her crotch on your thigh.
The warmth of her crotch?
Holy
What
crap,
the-
it's just emanating warmth. One thing I have to say about Crystal Maidens, it's like World of Warcraft tier, just on a gameplay level. Mechanics are
Use your abilities, man. Use your abilities.
yeah,
You gotta use your abilities.
Look at this, look at that. Did you see that?
There
I
you
just gave
go.
every...
If having sex with a pyromaniac is on your bucket list, Mega Man is a viable option.
Mega Man is a violent... Bro,
You gotta have a strategic approach to things.
they're all dying, all my people.
You can't just like half-ass it.
It's because the difficulty gets amped up. It's truly a gamer's game.
It's like the Dark Souls of hentai games.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Dark Souls, it's like, what is it? It's just like gray and ugly. This game has color.
It's vibrant, you know? I'm pretty much a pro at this game. I can't wait to sink another 250 hours in it. But, Core, thank you very much for editing this video.
I would say it was my pleasure, but it definitely was not.
Is it because censoring, breasts everywhere is not your favorite pastime?
Believe it or not, it really isn't. It's wild, I know.
So, with that said, link is in the description. Also, to Core, the editor of this masterpiece of a video, and I had to go on a little bromantic date after Melody pushed me off a cliff, Rachel style, to play soccer at dating. And,
It truly was a beautiful bonding experience for the both of us.
yes, I felt like I had to bring you in on the joy because no hentai gameplay is complete without the visual distress of the editor. And now, back to Melody to show you how the wonderful date was completed after playing a hentai game, because as we know, there's nothing quite as romantic as that. Well, Melody, thank you very much on this very romantic excursion we've had here in the lovely world of Crystal Maidens.
Sorry, I'm reflecting. Yes.
What a romantic evening. We flirted with fire crystals.
I shared my deep sexual urges with you.
That didn't really happen. Let's not.
Did.
Let's
Told you I
not
like
fuel. Don't fuel the fire of the fan base, please.
I told you I like she's in the prison all tied up and other stuff, and also how crystals get me hot. I couldn't leave more breadcrumbs, god damn it. Nuts. Get it together.
No, fam. None of that happened. This was a video where two people came together to learn about art, philosophy, economics, and fire crystals. And also that Melody, for some odd reason, likes it when women are locked up in jail cells for 24 hours for no reason to wait for the dude to come back with his message,
I am like a fine wine. My tastes are acquired and mature over time, and I'm exotic, and shut up.
With that said and done, I'm honored that you're my, according to the fan base at least, that you're my girlfriend.
Excuse me, I'm your baby mama. There is a difference.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this lovely gameplay. It was a lot of fun. A nice date in the world of Crystal Crystal Maidens. Not at all related to the Iron Maiden medieval torturing devices. Definitely. Link in the description, again, to my tweet that links newtaku.net. Thanks again for sponsoring this video. Very cool. Thank you, Melody, for being a part of this video.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you, newtaku.net.
And link in the description to Projekt Melody's channel, where we uploaded another version of us having another, nice date in a different in the same Schmantioi game. But feel free to check it out.
Yay!
On that end. And with that all said, have yourselves the most wonderful evening. And remember
Remember that next time, we kill Nux. Have a good day!
No!
Bye.
Stay weird,